welcome back to Gaming with Pun. We're here in the new zone today for mod 18. We're now 9 days into the mod. I think everybody's probably had a good chance to check out the new zone, check out all the encounters, quests, everything there within. So today we're just going to talk a little bit about my impressions and feelings about mod 18 and where I'm going with my character throughout this mod, the things that I'll be trying to acquire and accomplish, so on and so forth. So, first impressions of mod 18 for me, overall, I think it's pretty underwhelming. I think most people probably feel kind of the same way about that. I know this was already in the works and mostly probably finished and almost ready for launch when Chris Whiteside joined the team, so I don't think this is a real reflection of what we can see or hope to see in the future with Chris Whiteside joining the team. That being said, this still was a pretty lackluster release in my opinion. I think everybody can recognize that this map is pretty much just the guild stronghold map that's been reskinned. The map itself is overly saturated with enemies, which in my opinion isn't really a good thing. Makes it somewhat difficult to travel around or even find, a safe place to stand for a couple minutes without having to fight enemies off of you, which can be pretty annoying. So the new stat caps and everything, of course, increasing for the new zone, new instance. For me personally, has made it a little more challenging. Of course, with my defense and HP and everything like that, mobs don't really hurt me much, but it does take, quite a bit more time for me to chew my way through, especially with the oversaturation of the map. New heroic encounters, elite monsters. Heroic encounters, of course, dropping the chaotic writings, things like that for the campaign store. Elite monsters dropping the gear items for the collection. Can also get these items from the Juma surprise bags, which anybody that was familiar with the Juma bags knew that he was, the hidden NPC vendor way up. You have to climb the mountain and go through the portal and do all that. For anybody that doesn't already know, we're just going to run right over here around the side of this stronghold entrance. I'll call it the stronghold because that's really what it is, but Juma has been moved over here after this patch today, and he's now caged, and some things have been changed with the drop rates and things with him after this last patch. I'm not going to go into a bunch of detail about that. You can read the patch notes for yourselves, but he has been moved to right here, so you no longer have to climb the mountain and do all that to get to him to buy your Juma surprise bags. All that being said, there's not really a lot more that I have to say about mod 18. Like I said, it's for me pretty underwhelming and not particularly interesting. But there is some decent gear and things that are coming from the new mod that are of interest, so I'm gonna go over the things that I hope to get and a couple of the things that I've already gotten, just so everybody can see where I plan on taking my build throughout mod 18. So we're just gonna open our collections real quick to look at some of this stuff. So the Lion Guard Raid Salet and Lion Guard Raid Greaves. So the ward Salet, given the crit strike and critical avoidance, I don't really need critical avoidance. I have really high critical avoidance already. So this one is not really of interest to me, but the Raid Salet with the higher critical strike is what I'm going to be going for mod 18. And then of course the Charged Might, when stamina is over 75%, your power is increased by 5,000. I think this is going to be the best option for me personally in mod 18, but I still will be sticking with the Protesia's Visor Helm when running LOM, TOM, things like that. Mod 16, mod 17 content. The Lion Guard Raid Greaves I will be going for with the Death Defier's Might. This is going to replace my Sentinel of the Stars Sabatons. It has the same Death Defier's Might, just at a higher rate, so 300 power for each enemy you're engaged in battle with, as opposed to the 250 with the Sentinel of the Stars Sabatons. Alternatively, I would be looking at the Armando's Dueling Boots. They are right here. This gives elegant reply. So whenever you deflect an attack, you have a 30% chance to reflect 5% of the damage back at the attacker. Because I am a tank and I do have decently high reflect, and I am the person that's going to be getting hit all the time, I feel like this is a pretty good option for the boots as well. And the armor pen crit strike is pretty nice. As far as the chest goes, I'm going to be looking at the Lion Guard's Raid Scale Mail. The 2500 armor penetration is pretty good, not to mention all the, just higher stats that you get with higher item level gear. And then the Critical Remedy, whenever you crit strike with your powers, you have a 10% chance to restore 5% of your maximum hit points. I feel like this is going to be pretty good for me because, my main threat generating attack is a kind of AoE attack, so I'll be hitting a lot of enemies very often, so my chance to crit strike is pretty high. So that 5% max HP restore every time that 10% chance procs, I think will be pretty good. There wasn't really, excuse me, wasn't really another chest piece that I felt like was very good from the other selection, so pretty much this chest piece is the one that I'm going to be looking to get. As far as bracers go, the Infernal Forged Van Bracers, whenever you deflect an attack, gain 1000 power for 10 seconds, stacks 5 times. So because I'm the tank and I'm constantly getting hit and I have high deflect, I'll be probably able to maintain the full 5 stacks of this all the time. So I think that this is a pretty good option for me as far as the bracer goes. So this will be one of the items that I'll be looking to get for sure. Alternatively, we will be looking at the Spiked Defenders Van Brace. So gain 1% damage resistance when you strike an enemy, stacks 5 times. When you're struck, the stacks are consumed and you gain 1% damage per stack consumed for 10 seconds. So this has already been tested by Northside. I watched his video yesterday or the day before on the test that he did with this, and pretty much anything and everything procs these bracers. And since I'm the tank and I'm doing a lot of AoE attack with large groups of mobs, you know, pretty much 1 or 2 swings and I'll be at full stacks and then get hit and proc for 10 seconds that 5% damage. So I think even as a tank, somebody getting hit quite often, this is going to be pretty much proccing all the time, and you're going to get a lot of uptime on this even as a tank. So I think this is a pretty good option for the bracer for pretty much anybody, any melee class for sure. This is going to be, I think, your best in slot option for bracers in mod 18. And then the last thing that we're going to look at is our shirt and pants. I have already acquired the pants that I wanted, which are the Infernal Forged Ward trousers. The defense and deflection were what I was looking for. And Warden's Haste, whenever you are damaged for more than 15% of your maximum hit points in a single blow, your movement speed is increased by 5% for 10 seconds. Not really too concerned with that ability, but it is what it is, you know. The defense and deflection were what I was really going for. And then the Infernal Forged Assault shirt is going to be the shirt that I'll be going to get with the armor pin and accuracy, and the 1% action point gain when you're hit for more than 15% of your maximum hit points. So, I mean, not great abilities on the shirt and pants, but the increase in stats is nice, and being able to just get these with the seals is nice, and it's going to be pretty easy because you can get the seals from your daily random queues. You can get seals from the heroic encounters, the major and the minor, so on and so forth. So getting these couple pieces of gear are going to be pretty easy. And that's going to be about it for this video. Like I said, not a whole awful lot to talk about with mod 18. I don't feel like pretty underwhelming, as I said, and I don't feel like mod 18 is going to be an accurate excuse me, accurate view of what we should expect from Chris Whiteside joining the team in the future. And I think and hope that our next mod that comes out is going to be much more much better than what we've seen for the last 3-4 mods. So that's really going to wrap up this video. Thanks everybody for watching. Appreciate the support in the last videos. Thanks to all the subscribers, people that viewed the videos. I hope for all you folks out there that viewed the videos that they were helpful to you in some way. As always, feel free to like this video if you enjoyed the content. Feel free to subscribe if you want to see more videos in the future. And as always, questions, comments, feel free to leave a comment, and I will answer those as they come in. Thanks for watching, and have a good one.